All right, a very good morning to you. Let's get into our news at 8 now. 3 suspects, all G4S security company employees, are expected to appear in the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court today after being arrested yesterday in the Thabo Bester escape case. This brings the total number of arrests now to 12 since April this year. Bester is alleged to have used a burnt body in his Mangaung cell to stage his death and escape from the prison in May last year, apparently with inside help. One suspect was arrested at his home in Botshabelo, while the other 2 were arrested at their place of residence in Bloemfontein. All 3 were arrested on Monday evening. They face charges of assisting an inmate to escape from lawful custody, violation of a corpse and corruption. All right, for more on today's court appearance, let's cross live to our reporter, Kamogelo Seekoei in Bloemfontein. Kamogelo, this is certainly a case that's keeping you very, very busy. More and more suspects being arrested and these now appearing in court. Perhaps talk to us about this latest appearance now expected.
Well, Leon, from what we understand, the 3 people are alleged to have been employees of the G4S prison. You remember that the whole thing is about Thabo Bester escaping from prison last year in May, and of course in his prison cell there was a body that was found there, and it turned out that the body actually belonged to Katlego Bereng, who was a resident here in Bloemfontein. But I have with me a legal analyst, Thabo Molete, who I'd like to bring into the conversation just to talk to us about some of the people that have been arrested in this matter. And Thabo Molete, we see that a lot of people that are being arrested are employees of the prison, but we're not seeing anyone who is at a higher level. What do you make of this?
There's an adage that begins to say the wheels of justice turn slow. Having said that, we appreciate the fact that the incident happened at G4S Correctional Center. But at the same time, it's very worrying that we're only seeing the low-ranking officials being arrested. We shall remember that an act of arson has happened in the sense that a cell has been burnt down. We also understand that a body has been smuggled into that cell. Having said that, we are of the view that either a unit manager of the correctional facility has to be called to come and account. Alternatively, a center manager, someone who's responsible for the whole facility, must be called to come and account. They will prove their innocence. So we are saying that it's very worrying that management of this facility is not being arrested. I am not sure, but I stand to be corrected. I'm of the view that even today's arrests, they don't include top management of G4S facility. So that's worrying a lot, because now we're seeing only the pawns being arrested, but the high-ranking officials are let free, and these are the people that are in charge of the processes. There's a body that was discovered there, so someone in the top management of the facility was supposed to be arrested. And I don't want to say that the investigators are not doing their job. They are trying their level best, but South Africans out there are saying, but yeah, we see that it's only low-ranking officials that are being arrested. What about the high-ranking officials? So we are worried, and I hope that the investigators will definitely come will up their game and arrest those that are responsible or that commissioned or that sanctioned these processes in G4S.
Just in short, earlier in the investigation, or rather earlier in this matter when it broke, management from G4S appeared before the portfolio committee, and there seemed to not be accountability. Do you perhaps think that this will ultimately happen, where we see real accountability being taken?
That is where we are at. We are saying that without necessarily being prescriptive as to how investigations must unfold. Remember, there's a team of investigators operators that we believe that they have, the skill that is desirable. So these people must be called, they must be investigated, or investigation must be conducted, and it must either exonerate these high-ranking officials, but there must be a level of accountability from top management of G4S. That's where we at.
Thank you so much for your time, Thabo Molete. That was Thabo Molete, the legal analyst, just unpacking some of the issues that a lot of South Africans are talking about, Leanne, in terms of why are we only seeing low-ranking officials at the G4S prison being arrested, and of course wanting to know when accountability is going to be taken in terms of this escape, because a lot of people are saying that there couldn't have been an escape of this level if high-ranking officials were not aware of what was going on in the prison. And if they were not aware of what was going on in the prison, why were they there? Why were they managing? And how were they managing this facility? With that, I'll take it back to you, Leanne.